Hello everyone, welcome back for what should be the finale of Let's Play Octopath Traveler 2. Joining me is StarPrincessHLC.
A new day shall come.
And JKLantern.
I believe the dawn approaches.
Just out of curiosity, did you say a new day or a nude day?
New day.
Okay.
The light has left.
I think it's coming back though.
And yet, you protest. And yet, you stand defiant.
We can continue for a few more rounds if you want.
For a dawn bereft of light. Mark well.
Hit things hard enough, you make your own light.
Yeah.
Do not forget.
I mean, that's how the Hadron Collider worked.
Exactly.
I am eternal.
Yeah, big talk.
And here's another part where dialogue changes depending on who you started with.
Yep.
I'm not playing this game 8 times to get here.
No. Like, I went on YouTube to check and I'm like,
It's over.
No. I love this game, but not that much. Some other time I may go through it again, but not right now.
Once we're done roaming and ready to see what lies at the end of the final path, proceed to the indicated destination. And Dawn Breaks is the achievement for that. Only I don't know what else we could do.
There isn't anything else we do. We can't do
I say, we got all the
finished
side
everything.
quests, so... Yeah, back here.
Yep,
Back where it all began, sort of.
back where the journey to the dawn began.
Yep.
I have no idea if they're going to try and throw enemies.
They
in my path.
are.
So let's shut that down, how about?
Sun go up.
It's
sun
good to
go
have
down.
that back.
It is.
I kind of missed it.
Daytime!
Although I will say, when I first played this game, was playing the demo, I did actually spend some time going, sun goes up, sun goes down, sun goes up, sun goes down.
I think everyone who has played this game does.
I was doing it on the main menu screen, though, just to get the different music.
If I remember how this ending works, there's gonna be stuff after the credits.
It's always good to see a familiar sight.
Yes, even if it's for the last time.
This is it, isn't it? The end of our journey.
Hey now, who's saying that? There's still plenty of steps left in these legs.
Indeed. We each will continue on our own paths.
To travel is to live, or so they say.
Ochet?
I feel sad. I don't want to say goodbye.
I too find myself reluctant to part ways with everyone. How odd.
It won't be the same without you. I'll miss our feasts.
As will I.
I don't want to forget this moment. This feeling. You won't, Ochet. We won't.
Our journey'll live on forever. In here.
In your head?
In your boobs?
Well said.
Right.
The reason it cuts here is because this next part changes depending on who you started with and the order that you got everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I met everyone.
Agnia was the last one we got.
Yep.
Mostly it just
Never
changes up
forget
the
our
order of
adventures
who
together.
leaves.
Yeah.
Not even when I'm old and gray. You can count on it.
I love
Never.
this song.
Never, ever.
Timnos is going, but I'm already white. What are you talking about going gray?
Watch, he ages backwards and his hair starts turning black.
Let's see each other before then.
Kari's like, I'm gonna be seeing you for our dinner date tomorrow.
Well, I'll be. Seems I've got something in my eyes.
My tears!
Yep. I was thinking it.
Yeah, this ending sequence and the next part of it do give me Undertale vibes. Like, they remind me of Reunion, you know?
This ain't a farewell, you hear? I put no stock in them. Happy trails.
It was an honor to journey by your side. Come to Ku whenever you please, and you'll be welcomed with open arms. You have a
Except
friend
tomorrow.
for life.
I've got a date with a dancer.
May the roads ahead of you be filled with fortune and smiles. If you fall sick or become wounded, send a letter.
But if I'm wounded, how am
shall
I going
come
to send
with
a letter?
haste.
Like, what if both my arms are broken?
During our journey, I found something I never thought I would.
Food other than meat!
Even more important than meat.
Well, yeah, other food.
I won't forget you all. Until next time.
Again, I love this ending so much.
Right. Thanks for everything. Sorry. I'm terrible at these things.
I get that.
There's something I want to say, but I'll keep it to myself for now. when we meet again, I'll tell you.
Case Scheherazade.
Huh.
The pursuit of knowledge is endless, and so my journey continues. This time, however, I have a place to return to. A home.
And a family.
We've restored the lights in the loading screen there.
Yep.
Ah, yes. So, the ending credit sequence also changes depending on who you started with, the order you picked everybody up, the order you did every single stinking chapter,
Yep.
and who you had with you in your boss fights, and what jobs they had.
Huh.
Yeah.
They were thorough.
Yes. That was Octopath Traveler 2. It basically did everything I loved about Octopath 1,
Mhm.
only better.
Yep. Yeah. It did everything Octopath Traveler 1 did right. And then improved on it.
Mhm.
Like, I kind of wish that the Journey to the Dawn was longer. And, like, part of me was like, it's the whole game, Journey to the Dawn. But then it's like, no, that's just a basic-ass fucking JRPG. That's stupid. It doesn't quite have the same punch as the 8 individual stories that come together to tie up in the end.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I
I think they might have been able to stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe actually make you do a little bit more work to unlock the 4 areas.
Yeah. Yeah, like the only complaints I have are, like, I wish there were more crossed paths, and I wish Journey to the Dawn was longer. But again, this game did amazing.
Mhm.
But yeah, well, that and then, well, the only 2 real complaints I have about this game, and you know what they are because you shared them. You shared at least being angry with them.
Mm-hmm.
Were the end of Partitio's chapter, the end of his story, and the last chapter of Timonos.
Yeah.
Yep. And for different reasons.
Yeah.
Temenos' one didn't feel finished. Whereas Partitio's, having Rock as the boss, like, we get that Rock's the major antagonist, but him actually coming out and attacking, like, didn't fit him as a character.
Yeah.
See, it would have... I maintain that it would have made a lot more sense for Rock to have just hired a literal army.
Yeah.
Of group that you had to fight through. Get a mini boss rush for Partitio, and then once he gets up there, Rock realizes he's beaten.
Yeah.
Or, you know, he realizes he's actually have to deal with Partitio, that Alron shows up and saves it, and then he just goes, okay, you win. I've done everything I can.
Yep.
But having Rock actually command the tank, just, to have built an attack tank in the first place, it's like, what? Why?
Yeah.
But yeah, if they just had it where he gave up, he just threw an army at you, a mini boss rush, he throws that at you, and then once you get up to him, you just have the cutscene with Alron showing up and giving you the 80 billion leaves, and he just kind of goes, okay, I know when I'm beat.
I know one thought I had after we learned about what happened with Ori is that maybe it was that the steam engine, it seemed to have just gone out of control and attacked, and then turns out Ori had flipped the switch, although she regretted it.
I feel like that's... I still... Like, that would be better, but I feel like that's still off a little bit.
Because all that time, Ori was kind of judging Particio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it could have been that Ark and Ned or Bora was like, he's a threat, get rid of him, and she was doing it but regretted it.
Spent so
God,
much time
Mother's
with
face is
Oswald as
horrifying.
cleric.
We basically kept him as cleric the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, considering all things considered, he was a really good choice for cleric.
Yeah. It's funny considering we had Temenos on Scholar for the rest of the game.
Well, it was a good matchup. Those two are the magic users of the group, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Crick.
I know.
Apparently a lot of fanfic writers enjoy writing things where, oh no, Crick survived.
I can believe it.
Yep. And of course the soundtrack to this game is just as good, if not better than the first.
Oh yeah, just... if nothing else, just the way they did the characters' themes.
Yeah.
To where they have... the characters' themes are three phases.
Yeah.
You have their basic theme, which plays normally. Then you have their first battle theme, which plays when it plays. Then you have their final battle theme, which is the peak and, you know, it's the climax of their story. But dear God, this game... this is how you do a sequel.
Yep.
This whole game, I can say this is how you do a sequel.
Ah, Trousseau. Yeah, this is going to be a tough act for them to follow, but I think they can do it.
And if they do go with more crossed paths, I will say this, they don't need to do what they did with this game and have the same pair just in two different cross paths.
Yeah.
I mean, they can do that, but what they need is more combinations. Not longer stories with them, mind you, just more combinations.
Yeah.
Okay, Luke at me. He seriously looks like freaking Luke at me from Ace Attorney. There's the thing that should not be.
And there it is, no longer being.
Yes. Much like all the Annihilators we kept running into in Battletech.
Oh, God. Mugen, when he was on the horse, had 8 limbs. Mugen, after he gets the Dark Blood Blade, still has 8 limbs.
Yeah.
Oh, God, the Dulcinea fight.
That is how you conclude a storyline. That was an amazing end to that story.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Like, you wouldn't expect her story to be the one that's like, that was just well executed, but it was, and I fucking love Claude as a villain. I know there are people who don't. They're like, he came out of nowhere. I'm like, I think they did a good job with them.
Yeah.
They don't even bother showing off the grotesque monster. It's like, yeah, screw that, Vide.
Yeah. It was just kind of there.
Yeah, they didn't show Galdera, though.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I don't think they expect those people to beat it.
So now, this feels very much like the ending to Undertale.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Oswald returning to New Delsa.
It looks like he's got a nicer outfit now.
Has done little
Yeah, he's actually wearing proper pants.
Yep.
We also don't know how long it's been, but
Yep,
I mean,
and
the way he's talking about the passage of time, it has been no small amount, I would guess.
Yeah, and you see who's on that poster in the background.
Yep, Agnia's the superstar being advertised.
So, fun fact, if you start the game with Agnia, you're not playing as Agnia here.
Mm-hmm.
Who do they put here?
You'll find out.
I'll tell you in a sec.
Now to find the others.
Because we get to find the others.
Yep.
And you may notice some familiar faces around.
Yep.
Lady Melia's Way.
Yep. She made friends with the little shoeshine boy.
Yeah. Do we have 20 minutes of content left?
We might.
Okay. With that, I think it is now time to call it another video, and then the next one we will actually finish this out. Because we're at 22 minutes for this video, so... Well, it's been a very long journey. We'll wrap it up next time. So until then, take care, everyone.
Later.
Bye-bye.